Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yesterday I made a video in which I was showing a part about speed in Africa and that many, yeah, I don't know if it's many, but anyways, FBA's so-called Black Americans were mad about that or what. Let's see a bit of it, man. And the thing is, these are grown men of 50 and 60 years old, man. Yeah, let's check it, man. Oh, this is where Trump is saying that about this a woman got killed and two person got shot in another state, one in Minneapolis, and the other one I forgot where the two other ones got shot or whatever by ICE agents. But Trump is saying the ladies should comply and now they have a saying like and yeah, you should comply, otherwise these things can happen or whatever, man. Let's see it. Yeah, this is Floyd, the black American so-called who got caught in Brazil, man. Yeah, this is yeah. Oh yeah, this is a black guy, black American who agrees with Nick Fuentes. I'm showing you this kind of stuff so that you see that this normal these days, and even like I used to, I've said in many videos back then on the plantations, just like the American colonization society, these things used to happen back then. So it's a myth that everybody was together around a plantation. That's why you have many people will rush to come and tell the story for other people like they were together. But as soon as you ask them, do you speak the same language? No. Yeah, just man. So this is the FBA. This is the so-called victim card attacking and black immigrants and acting like they are the victim. That's why I'm showing you this so you can see that these same guys who are saying tether, they are claiming to be victims of Caucasian people. I no longer believe it. That's the real talk. When the Caucasian used to say then George Floyd this was because of fentanyl. Nowadays you have to look back and say, yeah, man, quite might as well be. Again, that's the real talk. Let me show you a part why these niggas are mad, man. It's because speed is in Africa. Even this crazy and Tariq Nasheed is making video about Africa every day more and more. That's the delineation of an Tariq Nasheed and Phil Crooked Mouth Scott is an we delineating saying it for 7 years and then keep making videos and stealing names of Africans, selling Ogung juice and making maroon movie like you are the same race of people. Just saying. You are 20 to 30% and Caucasian blood of the slave master. That's what you said in your FBA manifest. So you are a totally different race, and you are a quatron because the mulatto people said you so called Tariq Nasheed. I've shown you this mulatto guy. He already said that you're not his race. So I don't know in what world y'all live that anyone would want and Bloods and Crips to be part of their race. Only a sick race of people would wanna add Crips and Bloods to their race, man. I'm just saying. Let's see it. Why these foundational butthurt American are acting up.
I literally just quit my job. Why? Because, bro, I see you were coming to Austin. I was like, you gotta race me.
It's because of this. And Speed is in Africa having a good time. And this one, he had a challenge with a guy. They would have a running contest. The one who loses will have to cut off his hair, man. Let's see a bit of it. And this is why this Tariq Nasheed and he's in a CIA operation called FBA is doing all these things, man. There is no better time to see what COINTELPRO entails, man. Yeah, when I used to say to many niggas like, no, these guys used to work for the Caucasian on the plantation, capturing and selling slaves in America. They thought it was a joke. No, that's why these niggas try to cooperate Maroons together with their race. Like we won. We know one never one nigga. All these stories and that you have seen written about Maroon is written by the enemies of my ancestors. That's what I'm saying. And those niggas like Tariq Nasheed, just like the American colonization society, that's what his ancestors used to do. Just say you can see it on the picture there, and then come and play victim. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Smash and grab. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Stealing dashiki. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Yeah. We've seen, we've seen your jealousy. Let's hear it, man.
Guess what? Guess what? If you win, you get to cut my eyebrows. What about shave your hair? The whole thing. Shave all your dreads. Let's put everything on the line. If I lose this race, I cut my hair. And if you lose this race, you gotta cut your hair. Let's put everything on the line right now. I can cut your hair.
You see here, this is black Americans saying their phenotype and that of the other races of black people in Caribbean and Africa is different and Europe is different because the people of Caribbean, they are here in Europe. So I don't know what they think. The people here in Europe, they are mixed with the Dominicano. So I don't know where these niggas think they are going. If you are mixed with the Caucasian, you are mixed with the slaves of Europe. The Caucasian that is in America is a slave and prisoners of Europe. Are those guys which they sent over there, man. Just letting you know. Yeah, those Caribbean people, they are original mixed with Spaniards and these Dutch people and all those things. Maybe you didn't know. and go look at the Bushman from South Africa and the South African and so-called oldest man on the planet. He's yellow just like a Chinese. So these people, you can see that and I like it how they claim it because you can now see that all these things what I was saying, cussing them out, you thought it was a joke. No, they just stealing history, acting like they are maroon, and they would come into the jungle, and 5 minutes later you would see the colonizer surrounding you, burning down your village, killing people, and they would get their freedom. That's why they are called freedmen with a D at the end. Then they would let out of the whatever cage they were living in back in the days, eating chitlins and all those stuff, man. These niggas are beyond jealous at the guy. This Speed is 20 years old and these niggas making all these things. They are making all this because Speed is in Africa. Yeah, man. We don't longer need to look for the collaborator of the colonizer, do we? If you didn't know the devil of this planet, now you know it's the black American. Enough said. Let's hear it.
If you win. Hey, bro, you better cut your hair, too. And if I win, I'm cutting your hair. You hear this? You hear this? You hear this? On your head. Bro, you think I'm playing? You better cut your hair. I'm cutting your hair because I'm winning.
And ain't it ironic? And this guy is placing this there. That's why I'm saying. So if you are mixed to 20 to 30% Caucasian blood, you're not black. Just like y'all niggas told Obama he was not black. You're not a pure blood like me. I can tell. I don't have to say pure blood or whatever blood. You niggas, you're mixed with 20 to 30% Caucasian. You are not black. You're not African. Your legacy is from the Caucasian that KKK is your father. And you behaved in such a way. So it's all complete. Yeah. The slave so-called Africans were brought to Caribbean and Mexico and those places. Those people are not your racist, buck-broken American. You're not black. You're just an American. You are a colored people. That's why they used to put it on the signs. No Mexicans allowed. No coloreds allowed. These same coloreds, they live in South Africa also. They live in Suriname. But they live right there in Brazil where there are 100 million real black people and real Africans. Many of them are now mixed. So when these niggas are like when you in high school and a girl likes you and she starts and throwing stuff at you, that's these niggas looking for attention for 7 years now. Go and look back when these niggas start looking for attention from Africa. No, even from before that. That's why you have this and Phil Valentine acting like they are African, speaking on African spirituality. That's why I was saying, who will take a black American speaking on spirituality coming from a plantation? Your spirituality is that of the Caucasian. Your expression is Caucasian to me as indigenous of the jungle. I come straight from the jungle. Just saying. I was born in the jungle with a Dutch nationality. Just saying. Let's see.
Oh, you can order for me? I didn't even know that.
So I'm showing you this part that in the beginning of multiculturalism in the Netherlands, it used to be like this. Everybody was in peace. It was in the 90s There was a lot of money. Everybody had money in those days, man. In the 90s, there was a lot of money, underground money everywhere. Yeah, man. And everybody used to help each other, just like Speed is doing in this segment. But these things don't happen this day anymore. Now it's just pack your bag and leave. But it's ironic. Let's see it, man. This is how multiculturalism used to be, man. Let's see it.
How to order? Okay, what do you want? You want a combo?
I want 3-piece chicken.
You want 3-piece chicken? All right, bet. I'm gonna pray for you, all right? Don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, I got you, bro. You want a 3-piece?
Crispy chicken.
Okay, right here.
Oh, okay.
You want mashed potatoes or no?
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
Okay.
You see, if it was so-called gangbang niggas, FBA, it would be, man, old nigga, I won't help this old white man, nigga. Oh, you know they would, because it's their massa. Yeah, mistake it if it was an old black man, then FBA would not help them. But Speed is raised up differently. He's raised in multiculturalism. To him, it's normal. Just like I'm saying, that's what these black Americans think. That I live in Europe, and these black Americans think they know Caucasian people more than I do, or than anybody else do. Even these niggas wanna challenge English people with English language. That's how stupid this Tariq Nasheed crew is, man. Hey, this Ishowspeed has broken your whole spirit of the FBA, man. This nigga has broken the whole spirit of FBA deviance, devilness. These niggas has shown the Africans, many of them who thought, what is wrong with this sick FBA buck brokenness and ADOS coming out here cussing out immigrants. At least this guy, at least Ishowspeed, and is doing all these things in a different way. Let's leave it at that, man. See, he's giving a different example than this buck broken Tariq Nasheed, the devil.
Okay, right here.
Oh, okay.
You want mashed potatoes or no?
Mashed
3-piece?
I want 3-piece chicken.
Order for me? I didn't even know that. You don't know how to order? Okay, what do you want? You want a combo?
I want 3-piece chicken.
You want 3-piece chicken? All right, bet. I'm gonna pray for you, all right? Don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, I got you, bro. You want a 3-piece?
Crispy chicken.
Okay, right here.
Oh, okay.
You want mashed potatoes or no?
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
Okay. You want coleslaw or no?
Coleslaw, yeah.
You want a biscuit?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of drink you want? A Pepsi or no?
Yeah, no drink.
All right, here, give me the card. I got you, brother.
Thank you so much, my friend.
What's your name?
You see how it could have been without FBA and KKK. This was supposed to be multiculturalism. But we've seen it. It would have been impossible. It's good that we know it today with these so-called black Americans, because they are not black. If you have Caucasian blood to my race, you're not black. Just like your one blood rule that the Caucasian has, that if you have one drop of black blood, you're not Caucasian. My race has it, and I have the original treaty as oldest African of the Western Hemisphere. That's me, nigga. And I'm saying you're not black. You just like Obama. You said Obama is not black, then you're not black. If Kamala Harris is not black, there is no black American. That's what I'm saying, nigga. These niggas act like they have authority to say anything when you say that you have Caucasian colonizer blood in you. You should shut up and get in the back seat, nigga. Those people who was enslaved were enslaved Africans, not black Americans who are in the army and were in the army of the colonizer, raiding the jungle, selling slaves in America, and going to Iraq hundreds of years later, fighting in Second World War for the same colonizer, and still is in their army, attacking Venezuela as I speak. Trying to steal Greenland, because Trump says he's gonna steal Greenland next. Europe is already preparing to finish you niggas off if necessary. Just saying, Canada is preparing. Europe is preparing. All against these niggas. Venezuela and Cuba and Colombia and Mexico. Nigga. And Russia. And now they even have beef with Russia. And this FBA now, they seeking beef with Caribbean, so they are banned from the Caribbean and they are banned from Africa. Just saying, nigga. Let's hear it, man.
Kyle?
Hey man, why don't all Mexicans speak American? Speak American? Bro, you speak English. English is from England, not American.
Exactly, that is what I mean. The fool, stupid Caucasian even over there will say, speak American. Nigga, it's English. It's not your language. These niggas act like they created these things. No, nigga, these European Caucasian created those things. It's not the Caucasian over there. The Caucasian over there is a fucking slave, just like the black American. They are two buck-broken people, nigga. Niggas like Donald Trump here in Europe, those are slaves. That's why if a North American or United States citizens, when they want to feel like they have made it, what do? They have to go to Europe, to Paris or Milan or Italy, you know, and those places. Go to England, to the Big Ben. Then they feel like they have made. I've been to Europe. Yeah, with Christmas I'm gonna go to. You see? Because Europe is your fucking mommy and daddy. Nigga. Without the German technology, Americans have nothing. All technology of America, they have stolen from Germany after Second World War. Ask them. If there is a devil on this planet, it's those black Americans and the colonizer father and mothers, man. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, man. And that's the ironic thing. This American will tell the so-called indigenous people, Native American, what they supposed to be speaking in their own so-called land. You've stolen the land, killed everybody with help of the FBA, Tariq Nasheed, and the American Colonization Society, all those niggas done all these things. And now they saying you're still supposed to speak their language when they are in your land. Delusional illusion of grandeur, man. And these same people will tell you about narcissistic and personality and psychology and all those stuff. Just saying, man. Let's hear it.
Hey man, why don't all Mexicans speak American?
Speak American? Bro, you speak English.
Hey man, why don't all Mexicans speak American?
Speak American? Bro, you speak English. English is from England, not American. What
is that?
That's an American indigenous language. It says I am the original people of these lands.
You see, FBA, I'm showing you this, like what I was saying, that when you say you are indigenous, you don't go around and steal like this guy what he was saying, his language, because you claim to be indigenous. You have to come with yours from beginning of time. Yeah, because now y'all niggas are now six months old. The black American is 6 months old at the FBA, I should say, and you only American from 1863. Before 1863, there was no such thing as a black American and citizen. That I know of, at least. If you've been to school, you would have known, but we know your record. We've seen it. And Clinton even said that y'all niggas are predator, man. We start more and more to believe all these things. Let's hear it, man. Yeah, oh yeah, man. This is sad, man. Yesterday I was watching this, and this guy had a part in his. This is Lennon Honor. He exposes Umar Johnson for years now, man. And he was saying, and not he was saying. We've seen where Umar Johnson said that he made 500,000 in 1 year for going to saying to people that he would build a school for young black boys. But the money is now lost. Let's hear it, man. This is sad, man. That's why what I mean, like, these niggas think the life that they are used to, the plantation life with the Caucasian, they wanna bring it to my race. It's not never gonna work, boy. All this fantasy, I am, this nigga name was before, and Umar Abdullah Johnson, and then he became Jermaine Ifatunde or whatever, man. These niggas will switch up and then start wearing. If they see that an priestship is making money, they become priest. If they see that it's necessary to become psychologist, that they become that. If it's necessary to become Pan-African, that's why I was saying I'm not busy with their Pan-Africanism, because to them it's a tool to go and con people and do evil. That's how I know Pan-Africanism. These niggas doing polite, stealing from people, misuse his own stepdaughter. Many of these niggas all smoke crack, most of them. And often Rasquat so-called smokes crack. Saneter, crack. All these niggas are crackheads. This nigga, even Umar Johnson, his daughter has no place to live. She's 22 or 23. But you're saying you're fixing the world and you master in psychology, but your daughter is walking around and on the streets 24/7. But you are helping the world. I don't know where this sickness of these niggas come from, man. Oh yeah, from the plantation, forgot. It's called plantation sickness. Let's hear it, man. What happened?
All right, and I'll skip through.
Psychologists, ice people had no system of family because they didn't know whether they would live another.
This is a bunch of bullshit right here. We're so stupid with this ice people, sun people shit. Just stupid. Okay, we're gonna go to the 1 hour, 26 minute and 30-second mark. 1 hour, 26 minutes, 26. I think that's what's his name too. Ain't that the one guy right there? Yeah. 1 hour, 26 minutes and 30. I was talking about that about a month ago. I said, yeah, I have a video where he was in it. And this is the one right here. 26 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, check this out. Watch what Umar said right here.
Verse of 1831 or 1832. Your son will relive that trail, relive that experience. It's very important. Some of the homes where the war took place still stand. Make a donation to GoFundMe.com. Please make that donation. Make that donation, brothers and sisters. Get us that school. $500,000 in a year. I'm thankful. I'm humbled. I'm proud that y'all gave me that.
Did you hear what he said? $500,000 in a year, and still this nigga is, and this was in 2015 or 2014, like 10 years or 11 years ago. 500,000 a year, but the money is gone, and this nigga is still coming up here and hit the PayPal, give me more money, the ancestors said. And that's what I mean, these niggas will come out and say say a no name like Marcus Garvey, man, and the ancestors told me, Frederick Douglass or whatever name he's using. He will drop a few no name to people so they get the feeling like he knows what he's talking about. And then soon after that, man, give me money, man. The ancestors said you're supposed to give me money. What? Yeah, the ancestors, man. I'm initiated into Yoruba. I'm initiated into Ogun. I'm initiated. Even Tariq Nasheed is selling Ogun juice, but all these niggas hate Africans. Even Tariq Nasheed was doing the same thing this Umar Johnson is doing. Don't you hear the name Tariq Nasheed? Even this guy used to be Muslim, I think. That's why his name used to be Umar Abdullah Johnson. That's how I used to know this guy in the beginning. Umar Abdullah Johnson, and he was Muslim or whatever. After that, he used to make videos that there is no God and the God is stupid. All those things, man, in the days of the Israelites or whatever. So these niggas, don't be surprised these niggas will come out and say he's a preacher just like Creflo Dollar. This nigga will soon come out and say he's a preacher like Creflo Dollar. That's the black American, and that's what I mean. These people are not my race, you sick? If you come to my race and you do this thing, your head will fall off, nigga. We totally not the same race. And I'm not saying this only based off what I'm saying here. Y'all niggas said y'all 20 to 30% Caucasian blood, so you are a different race. You cannot come out and say Obama is not black. Cause to me, you and Obama are the same. Your expression to me is Caucasian expression. Everything a black American does, there is no little bit Africanness in it. I know so. Nigga, cause I'm from the jungle of America. Nigga, I know your ancestors as being the enemy who was the soldier of the Caucasian colonizer in the army coming into the jungle capturing Indians and killing Africans so you could get your freedom. That's the only way these niggas could get their freedom, coming into the jungle killing Native Americans or Africans. Nigga, that's the real talk. And these same niggas will go over there and tell Africans of the continents that they sold them into slavery. Get the fuck on. Tell them how you used to kill people and sell slaves in Suriname and South America. Tell them. Alright? Let's hear it, man.
$500,000 in 1 year.
Yeah, man. This guy name is Lennon Honor. He's been exposing this nigga, this Umar Johnson, for a long time, man. Let's hear it again. 500,000 in 1 year. And he didn't, yeah, let's hear it, man. Yeah, man. It is sad, nigga.
Because I see the picture. You don't have to download it again. All right, let me pull this up. All right, and I'll skip through.
Psychologists, ICE people had.
And what's there underneath? FBA talking points in faith politics. So these niggas are happy and glad that the same KKK talking points that they were burning crosses on so-called black people lawn in Jim Crow and all those days, they love it. That's these things. Tether and no Mexicans allowed, no immigrants allowed. So, and it's not a bad thing at all. It wasn't bad. So all that protest Martin Luther King was doing was foolery. They really liked it. Because we see their grandchildren are propagating the same things. No immigrants allowed and cussing out immigrants and everybody every day. Yeah. So they have become the oppressor. The same people who were saying they are marching. Like I wanna see the next George Floyd who is gonna march. I wanna see the next George Floyd whom globally whom is gonna march with you. That is what I wanna see, nigga. Yeah. Just say.
System of family because they didn't know whether they would live another.
This is a bunch of bullshit right here. We're so stupid with this ICE people. Because I see the picture. You don't have to download it again. All right, let me pull this up. All right, and I'll skip through.
Psychologists, ICE people had no system of family because they didn't know whether they would live another.
This is a bunch of bullshit right here. We're so stupid with this ICE people, sun people shit. Just stupid. Okay, we're gonna go to the 1 hour, 26 minute and 30 second mark. 1 hour, 26 minutes, 26. I think that's what's his name too. Ain't that the one guy right there? Yeah. 1 hour, 26 minutes and 30. I was talking about that about a month ago. I said, yeah, I have a video where he was in it. And this is the one right here. 26 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, check this out. Watch what Umar said right here.
Of 1831 or 1832. Your son will relive that trail, relive that experience. It's very important. Some of the homes where the war took place still stand. Make a donation to GoFundMe.com. Please make that donation. Make that donation, brothers and sisters. Get us that school. 500.
You hear that? Hit the PayPal, make that donation, man. He's been doing this now for 15 years since he came on the scene. That's why I said in the beginning his name was Umar Abdullah Johnson. And the study about black boys being imprisoned and misdiagnosed and all those things, it's not from Umar Johnson. It's an old guy like not Henry Clark and those guys, but one of those guys from those days has a video even and books about it. It's not. It doesn't come from Umar Johnson. The whole quest about helping young black boys doesn't come from Umar Johnson. It comes from an older black American, like it was a guy like Henry Clark, but he has another name. I've seen the video and the books about those and black young guys. That's why this nigga used to get help from people, because he uses the name like Marcus Garvey to get the Rastaman Caribbean people to power him, and then Frederick Douglass for North Americans to power him, and if it's Africa, he will speak about Nkrumah and all those things to get Africans to power him. That's what he's doing. And then give me money, Shango stick, PayPal. Well, the ancestors said he did. That's not my culture, nigga. My race doesn't do those things. All these things I'm mentioning right now is Caucasian behavior. Pure Caucasian behavior. You don't know it, I know it. Nigga? Let's see it, man.
$1 in a year, I'm thankful, I'm humble.
Because I see the picture. You don't have to download it again. All right, let me pull this up. All right, and I'll skip through.
Psychologists, ICE people had no system of family because they didn't know whether they would live another.
This is a bunch of bullshit right here. We're so stupid with this ICE people, sun people shit. Just stupid. Okay, we're gonna go to the 1 hour, 26 minute and 30 second mark. 1 hour, 26 minutes. 26. I think that's what's his name too. Ain't that the one guy right there? Yeah. 1 hour, 26 minutes and 30. I was talking about that about a month ago. I said, yeah, I have a video where he was in it. And this is the one right here. 26 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, check this out. Watch what Umar said right here.
Verse of 1831 or 1832. Your son will relive that trail, relive that experience. It's very important. Some of the homes where the war took place still stand. Make a donation to GoFundMe.com. Please make that donation. Make that donation, brothers and sisters. Get us that school. $500,000 in a year. I'm thankful. I'm humbled. I'm proud that y'all gave me that.
$500,000 in 1 year.
You hear that, nigga?
He says this
Yeah, dude.
at the end of December of 2000.
And don't you see it's the same like Tariq Nasheed with this movie Head on Color? Give me money and hit not and a Kickstarter, GoFundMe, and these people will give him money, and then they have to pay to go and watch the movie while he's stealing my culture and Haitian culture and the European and Afro-Saxon culture, the so-called most of Europe. Stealing their culture while you coming out saying you are black. The most of Europe are fucking Africans. We are here in Europe is North Africa. Nigga, you stupid. Well, let's hear it, man.
500,000 in 1 year. Now, he says this at the end of 2015, and in 2016, he gets a federal tax lien in the amount of $41,641. He doesn't have a job. So this tax lien, it has to be associated with the donation money that Umar raised. And I guess speaking fees. The point is that if Umar raises, based upon his own words, he raised $500,000 in 1 year. How much y'all think he raised since 2014? Come on.
Yeah, man. About 5
Just
million.
from 2014.
Because he's about 5 million almost, man.
If we just want to start in 2014, what we're talking about is raising money now for 11 years and roughly 8 months. 11 years and 8 months, and he raises $500,000 in 1 year. Okay, well, how much y'all think he raised in 11 years and 8 months? Now, before we move on, I got my notes pulled up here from the Breakfast Club interview. If I go to the 29-minute mark, let me see what he say. Here we go. Okay, so he's talking about the St. Paul's College and how he wants to purchase it. He says they want $2 million for the school, which is not accurate. It's a closed bid. The starting bid price was $2.5 million, if memory serves me correctly. Black Anonymous would know better than I do. I thought it was $2.5 million. So it's not accurate what Umar's saying.
And Umar even made a video when he had the beef with Seti in those days. He even said this guy was attacking him because he's light skinned and Umar Johnson, is dark skinned. That's why Lennon Honor is attacking him. Even this nigga came up with even Polite came up with that, went to the Black Panther like he was innocent, man, saying he was being set up and all those kind of foolery. These niggas are sick, man. They will use anything, I should say misuse anything for own gain, man. That's what these niggas been doing, scamming their own people, man. Yeah, let's hear it, man.
He says he raised $500,000. And this is August 31st of 2015. And yet in 2025, Umar is telling people that he hasn't raised $1 million. You mean to tell me that in over a decade since you raised $500,000, you ain't raised $1 million? I sound like that dude in that video. You know what I sound like? You ain't raised $1 million, motherfucker. That's what he wanted to say. He said, nah, not $1 million, but close. But that's okay. No. This guy, he's a con man. He said, "You
man.
ain't raised $1 million." Anyway, so
Man,
real
nobody wants to believe it that Umar Johnson is scamming the people, man. But we've seen that of Polite was obvious. This thing, everybody thought a psychologist or whatever would not come out here and try and do these things. But yeah, we all been seeing it now for what it is, man. Let me skip.
The Trump administration remains a unified front in their response to the shooting in Minnesota, and that front being total assholes.
So man, this is the part which I was saying that they said that the ICE agent did his job correctly. Let's hear a small part of it, man.
Just another day. Everyone was bracing themselves for how cold and heartless the administration would be ending before the beginning.
Blamed Renee Good for her own death. To Vice President J.D. Vance.
This pretty well sums up how the day went.
We are listening there to Vice President J.D. Vance, who vehemently blamed Renee Good for her own death.
Yep, while that may have felt like a clip straight out of The Joker, it was in fact a Rios by a federal ICE agent. Everyone was bracing themselves for how cold and heartless the administration would be in their response. And while I hate to get all Quentin Tarantino here by showing you the ending before the beginning, I think this pretty well sums up how the day went.
We are listening there to Vice President J.D. Vance, who vehemently blamed Renee Good for her own death.
Yep, while that may have felt like a clip straight for the previous pope, and see a world where, if you
he deserves a debt of gratitude, serious injuries to his legs.
But, sorry, you were saying?
Look, in the past 6 months, he has been hit twice by a motor vehicle. One time, the first time, it led to over 30 stitches and very serious injuries to his legs. This is a guy who's actually done a very, very important job for the United States of America. He's been assaulted, he's been attacked, he's been injured because of it. He deserves a debt of gratitude.
Actually, I think he deserves some fucking counseling. Like, I'm no expert on PTSD, but I could see a world where, if you previously had that traumatic experience of being dragged by a vehicle, that you might be a little quick to discharge your weapon in a similar instance, and that is a fucking problem. Of all the ICE agents we don't need in our streets, this one tops the list.
And you see, they even making excuses for the guy saying that he was attacked already once before all this, man. Let's see a small part again where they were even saying something on Fox News about this woman.
But because I think she is a victim of
and
left-wing
even
ideology.
FBI Tariq Nasheed supports this action of J.D. Vance and MAGA crew of Donald Trump. FBA supports them, man. Tariq Nasheed crew supports them. The KKK, man. Let's hear it. Just saying, man.
What young mother shows up and decides they're going to throw their car in front of ICE officers who are enforcing legitimate law? You've got to be a little brainwashed to get to that point to where you're willing, not just to protest, that's fine, not peacefully protest, but throw your vehicle in front of legitimate law enforcement officers and drive your car into them. To get to that point, you have to be, I think, radicalized in a very, very sad way.
And who better to speak about the dangers of radicalization than a man who once...
And now you hear they saying she was a radical leftist or whatever they said on Fox News. Let's hear it.
His boss Hitler, but then walked it back once he was radicalized into realizing that if he was...
But throw your vehicle in front of legitimate law enforcement officers and drive your car into them. To get to that point, you have to be, I think, radicalized in a very, very sad way.
And who better to speak about the dangers of radicalization than a man who once called his boss Hitler, but then walked it back once he was radicalized into realizing that if he walked that statement back, he'd score a place on the ticket. Radicalization is the right's entire ecosystem. No matter what happens, they will view everything through the same prism and will use it to their advantage, no matter how sinister.
She was divorced from her first husband and lost custody of her 2 kids. The woman who lost her life was a self-proclaimed poet from Colorado, with pronouns in her bio. A 37-year-old white woman named Renee Good. The Daily Mail says she leaves behind a lesbian partner and a child from a previous marriage. She was a disruptor, though she considered herself a legal observer. But there's no evidence she had a law degree.
Okay, you want to do this? Want to go after some...
So, man, you see, it's the same kind of report like on George Floyd and all those people. Now you see it, nigga? Just saying, man. These people are sick, man. This nigga Trump is just out here stealing. Yeah, just saying. Yeah, and FBA agrees with this. We'll see it in a minute.
If you have power and you have the ability to exercise that power through force.
This Esmond Gold guy who works for MAGA, also just like a supporter of FBA. He will say that what Trump did with Venezuela is okay because they have more power and they cannot be defeated. That's why they have the right to do it. Just like Trump said, we cannot be defeated. Let's hear it, man.
You are God. Nobody can tell you no. Nobody can resist you. Nobody can try to hold you accountable. If you have power and you have the ability to exercise that power through force, you are God. Nobody can tell you no. Nobody can resist you. Nobody can try to hold you accountable. You can do anything and everything that you want.
That's literally what every single king and emperor said before their empires were overrun by hordes of, you know, primitive nomadic tribesmen and nomads. Asmongold, he's this guy, this boomer that speaks with like the Ben Shapiro, Nick Fuentes coded voice. He's you know, he's basically like Ronald Reagan reincarnate into the body of a man that hasn't taken a bath or shower in 7 years. And in fact, if you don't believe me about that, I'll literally show you a photo of Asmongold's room. He's a streamer. This is actually, no joke, this is his room, okay? Not even kidding about that. That is actually...
So, man, so you see it out here on YouTube, you have the leftist and the far right beefing also, man. So, it's on all level, and in between these people, you have FBA. I have a part of the woman I showed you, like in the video of the day before yesterday, when she was being attacked by FBA.
I'm in New York. I make already stupid videos. Forget this bullshit.
This is Andrew Tate saying the same thing. Let's see a small part, and then I'm gonna skip to the so-called African American woman, because she said she was African American. She was being attacked by the so-called FBA of Tariq Nasheed and racist KKK crew. Man. Let's hear it, man.
About law, about right and wrong. You can't defend yourself. Might makes right. Give me your fucking oil. Might makes right, so then should you still complain about being arrested unfairly? Might makes right. If might makes right, then wasn't that fair that they raided your house and put you in jail? They were stronger than you. They have more guns than you. They threw you in a cell. Might makes right.
Might makes right.
If they throw you in jail again, I don't want to hear a fucking peep. You just gotta say, yes, master. Yes, massa. The Matrix was right. The Matrix is stronger. They got you. That in most scenarios in life, because we're not...
You see, that is the most important thing in why I'm showing this video also. So these people that I was watching this, and I was like, okay, this is why they was saying to those Africans and North Korea and all those other countries that they're not supposed to have nuclear weapons, but anytime niggas like Donald Trump feels they can invade your country and do whatever they want. Yeah, just say it, man. Let's hear it.
Idealists. We're not fucking sneako. We have a brain. What the fuck? Whoa.
Fucking sneako.
What do you say fuck me for? Someone has to lose for somebody else to win. There's very few scenarios in life which are perfectly equal 50-50 everybody. Yeah, okay, Top G, we don't win from this. Yeah. Our economy is gonna suffer. Do you know how many soldiers are gonna have to be deployed? People from other places, you're in Romania saying, we, yes, war is good. Fucking sneako. This doesn't affect you. It affects us. So I want to explain to you, without an idealistic, I'm in New York, I make arty-farty stupid videos, someone who actually understands the world. I want to explain to you how the world... So what, I make arty-farty stupid videos. What do you put on a military helmet and like wave guns around and say war's good? So I'm making videos that are trying to inspire people, videos that are trying to, you know, I'm putting effort into these videos, something nobody else is doing, right? Not to self-glaze or whatever, but, you know, I'm pretty damn good at this stuff. You wear a robe and then wave...
So you can see it, man. Not most American, but a lot of American who think they have money or whatever, they say and they agree with Trump and action because they have more weapons than the next man. So if the next man is smart, next time they will be prepared, better prepared, I should say, man. Let's get here. Oh, this one is about a black guy in China. Nobody believed that he was really black. I didn't see the part I was speaking about, man. Where is it? Wait, maybe I'll see it here, man. I'm supposed to find it, the one about the so-called FBA. Let's see here. This woman was being bothered by the FBA again, man. Let's see it here. And where do I have this stuff, man? See it. No, it's not that one. Wait a minute, man. Wait, I'm gonna play Phil Valentine, and then I'm gonna look for the. Then I'm gonna look for the woman I was talking about.
I'm in New York. I make.
Of the Bible and falsehoods, and then he's gonna inject some new information dealing with what's coming into the year 2000. I want everybody to give Brother Phil Valentine a strong black hand. Peace.
Thank you very much. I am going to preface our time here today again as I promised to do since a lecture I did in Long Island University, especially to my younger brothers and sisters who might be here or who might be privy to this tape. Again, I say, I am not now, nor never have I been, a prognosticator, promoter, student, scholar, or follower of Dr. Malachi York.
Yeah, man, it's this video I was talking about. She's gonna speak about what FBA thinks about what happened with the woman who got shot by Iceman. Let's hear it, man. This is the same woman I had in a video already, like the day before yesterday, that she was being attacked by FBA because she said she was black, she was African American, and these FBA of Tariq Nasheed were attacking her on internet like, no, you have to be FBA, we are all FBA, and that's what I'm saying. You cannot be FBA and African American at the same time, nigga. It doesn't work like that. Not where we come from. Just saying, nigga.
I don't want to question Dwan B because I actually liked his channel. But I am beginning to believe that a lot of these people
Yeah,
are...
but the same Don B used to be so-called Pan-African also, just like that fake George Bacon guy who was sent away by Senator and now acting like a... Yeah, just saying. Sad cases, man. Sad niggas.
And I have a right to my
Bug-broken ass niggas, man.
Right to my belief. I don't want to question Dwan B because I actually liked his channel. But I am beginning to believe that a lot of these people are part of an agenda. This is what I believe, and I have a right to my belief.
You see, she has to state like, I have the right to, because she will be attacked. She will be reading some of the comments in a second. Let's hear it, man. Oh, we're gonna hear what FBA is,
So
man.
you gonna tell me, Ms.
When you hear FBA comments, it will sound just like the KKK. Let's hear it. Real
honestly,
talk.
Okay, she should not have been out there interfering with federal officers. Now you've got black folks co-signing officers. You know that could have very easily been a black woman in that car. That could have been a black mother, you know. And, you know, grab the popcorn when the white... No, I'm not grabbing popcorn because that's sick. When the white supremacists find out that the ICE agent is an anchor baby, his parents are illegal. I don't know. Everything they make into something, an us versus tethered, every single thing.
You see, exactly like the KKK. The same thing Antonio Speaks was saying, like, that's why you cannot have white pride, because most of the white pride is to attack other races of people. The Black Panther was to defend themselves. That's something different. FBA is created to attack other black races out there. Yara, they are the KKK, yara? America Colonization Foundation, that's these niggas. Yara, the army of the colonizer. Let's hear it.
I'm telling you, the agenda of the FBA is to try to make you believe that you've got more in common with the white American so-called conservative, like Donald Trump. Than
exactly
you realize,
what
than you do with even, let's say that Jamaican.
Yeah, man, that's what they do.
A person just from the West Indies, who also descended from people enslaved in the Americas, just like you.
It's not even also descended. The most so-called slaves were brought from Africa, if you keep that narrative, to the Caribbean, Mexico, Haiti, those places, and then from there, Barbados and those places to the north. If it was too difficult, they would send you to Brazil, Wild Coast. It was called Wild Coast, America. That is where Willie Lynch comes from. Let's hear it, man.
But they want you to believe that you actually have more in common with Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is actually on your side. And he doesn't see color. One person. Tariq is a fraud and a hypocrite. FBA fools believe anything. Yeah. Well, I'll give this a thumbs up. Rest in power, Sister Sonia Massey. No, I can't thumbs it up because I don't trust anybody in I can't really trust people in this comment because I don't think they're sincere. I don't even think they're sincere about
Yeah, because many of these comments might be bots. That's what Tariq Nasheed does. He will go and pay bots and release those bots on your channel. Like many people do it. It's the MAGA crew behind him doing it. Yeah, just like they said about Fuentes and that there was a bounty on the head of Candace Owens. It's all those crew people doing it. Let's hear it, man.
Massey anymore. I don't even think that y'all are sincere about Sonia Massey. I think all that y'all care about is this FBA-ish. That's how I'm beginning to believe. But yeah. Anyways, hey, Miss Cardio Queen. Yeah, so you see you got people up in here talking as if they're co-signing ICE now. A white lesbian got cooked, who cares? And see, they want the world to read this and think that this is how we are. This is how we as Black Americans.
It's not to think, they've already seen it. That's why I've been making these videos. It's been 7 years now. And if Carnell started this 8 years ago, after that then this guy stole it. When they saw CARICOM fighting for a crime against humanity bill. Just saying, man.
This is how, we're all... ICE did nothing wrong. She should have complied. Now, are they being sarcastic? Y'all think they're being sarcastic? You think they're mocking white people? Or do you think this is how FBA really got them thinking? Where they're so pro-Trump that they're siding with ICE. That's the point I'm making.
They're not only pro-Trump, they are pro-KKK, Nick Fuentes gang. That's what I got. Just saying.
And it's yeah, this is sickening. This is really...
Yeah,
it's
nigga.
like, why am I creeping? It's really pissing me off. It's really pissing me off. I know y'all thinking, oh, I'm caping for white.
Yeah, because the world is seeing it like Tariq Nasheed represents Black Americans at this moment. That's what I'm saying. Even if you come and say I'm African American, who will believe it? You might be lying. Yeah, you might be an undercover FBA trying to get information to Trump or the KKK and American and colonization society. That's why I said these niggas are the children of the colonizer. Many thought it was a joke. No, that's why I live in the jungle in South America. Let's hear it, man.
This ain't about that. This is race aside. This issue's foul. I was gonna show the footage, but and you gotta understand, if this can so easily happen, this could have just as easily been a Black mother. If this can so easily happen to a white mother, she just dropped off a 6-year-old child. And I can't believe there are still people.
And that's what I'm saying. As long as it's not a Black American, these people don't care, but they want sympathy for whatever they said happened to so-called enslaved Africa. Not even their ancestors. They are Black Americans, children of the colonizer with 20 to 30% colonizer blood. They said on their FBA manifest. Just saying, man.
Making excuses for this guy, for Donald Trump. And you so-called Christians. Shame on you.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. Like, is Trump living Christ-like? Is Tariq Nasheed who supposed to be... He even got, like, priests and qualifications or whatever. These niggas are devils, man. They will take other people's name and go out there and fraud. Identity fraud, that's what they doing. Tariq Nasheed and his FBA. Stealing everybody's culture like it's theirs. Bring your original culture of your ancestors, nigga. That's what we want to see. Don't go out and steal other people's name like it was your people. Like you descended from them. No, nigga. You don't descend from those people. Yeah? Do you speak their language? No. You eat the same food? No. Just saying, man. The gari they have in Ghana, my people make it. It's called kwaka. The same thing like couscous. There's a smaller form of it you have in Morocco where ancient Ghana used to be. Yeah? That fufu you see there, my people call it tontong. Tontong bana. Nigga, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna skip.
I literally just quit my job. Oh, you can order for me?
I'm gonna skip to Phil Valentine. I'm gonna show a small part of him. where I left it yesterday because this got a long video, man. I left it here, I think.
No, we're not. Stupidity. Like a brick life preserver on the Titanic. It was called the ancient wisdom. Because it was a thinking dynamic and a postulating dynamic that grew with the knowledge that it used as its base. Now we gotta go back to what the hell happened on the planet that made us so fucking stupid. Oh, you all grown up. Think about it. 99% of the human race are stupid beyond... Oh. We are some dumb motherfuckers. And I'm telling you now, in all truth, it is because of our stupidity and the fact that we relish our stupidity. We hold on to our stupidity. Like a brick life preserver on the Titanic. Because we think it's a life preserver, we will go down with it.
Yeah, but nigga, not because somebody is wearing a white jacket, they are a doctor. Somebody can act like they're a priest and go into the priestdom and commit all kind of crimes. It doesn't mean that God or whatever did anything. It's a so-called devil acting like a human being, going in there and doing their evil deed. That's what I want, nigga. That's what I'm saying.
At the beginning of one of my books I wrote, it is dangerous to teach reason and sometimes certain death. Right now, you all are walking time bombs because you took the time and made the effort to come and share reason. Due to the change in the cyclic law of perception and the perversion of the light codes of resurrection and redemption, the knowledge...
Yeah, but the sheer reason must be implementable. If you cannot implement it, prove all things. If you cannot prove it, it has no use. You can't use it. Just saying, man. That's the real talk.
B, priests took the place of initiates, and C, religion took the place of metaphysics. Let me repeat that. Due to the change in the cyclic law of perception, in the degenerative cycles that we now occupy, the downward spiral of intelligence in the human equation, and because of a perversion of the light codes of redemption, A, the knowledge temporarily is lost. B, the priests took the place of initiates, and C, religion took the place of metaphysics. This was the death knell for wisdom and the spiritual man. We had entered a tragic period of ultra-materialism and thus spiritual blindness. The age of Kali Yuga to the Hindus. The age of darkness. There is a timeline that most people who are in the so-called New Age, we think we're going into the age of... No, we're not. You got to remember that with every forward motion, there is a retrograde response. And if you look at the time clock of us heading into, through the precession of the equinoxes, through the circle that the Most High, those people who are studying the science of the Most High, we progress within the age of the equinoxes, and we are in the cycle that you call the zodiac. It is a circle. It is the clock of consciousness for us as a species. But with every clock, there are two hands. One clock is facing Aquarius. One hand is facing Aquarius. But what goes opposite to the Aquarius? Leo. Our retrograde consciousness consciousness already has us in the cycle of Leo, not in the cycle of Aquarius. Some of us are operating on the Aquarian time clock, but all of the planet in its ignorance, the purging time is now, and Leo is the fire sign. And Lord knows Florida is getting a taste of Leo right now.
Yeah, but all this is if your source of information, your starting point is correct. Yeah. If your starting point is false, is not correct, and everything after that is garbage in, garbage out. Just like if you put garbage into ChatGPT, that's what it's gonna spew out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's hear it, man.
Burning is the burning
Again,
of
it
dross
comes to prove all things. Yeah, the book is saying the same thing. Nigga.
has accumulated on your spiritual eye. Because even though we talk about white folks having calcified pineal glands, Lord knows there's a bunch of niggas out there with a whole bunch of calcification on theirs. And that has to burn off before we can even participate in the air sign. The fire next time Baldwin talked about. That fire is the burning up of all the shit that y'all been putting down based upon 2,000 years of spiritual ignorance. 2,000 years of operating with your head.
But maybe you are the ignorant one. Maybe somebody out there knows, but you don't know. Yeah, it's called the butterfly effect. Go and study that. Yeah, let's leave it at that, man. I won't elaborate, man. Let's
Up your ass. What are the consequences? You know one part of your body will be one color from the other that was up your ass. It's a whole different scenario now.
What these niggas doing is like a child trying to calculate what their father is thinking. Like a 2-year-old child is calculating like, my father must be thinking this, or my mother must be thinking this. That is what Phil Valentine and all these niggas doing. Yeah, just saying, where I come from, if you say you are a priest, you have to prove it and you have to prophesy now. Yeah, just saying.
It's different for those people who understand. We know what all this is. We know what this Y2K shit is. This is all we've been talking about for the last 10, 20 years. It's finally coming about. And I'm ecstatic. This shit is coming down. Chaos! We wanted it. And there'll be niggas out there with the water bailing and shit, trying to be good Negro house niggas, trying to keep the house from burning. They be running in there with the hose. Yeah! Well, I tell them, go ahead. I help them. I'll give them the bucket. Now, understanding how ignorant and really stultified we've become is to understand the knowledge of cycles. Particularly the cycle known as the precession of the equinoxes, covering some 25,000 years of a cycle. The last time the pyramid was built was over 25,000 years ago. Don't believe the nonsense that they tell you that it was 2,000 or 3,000 years old. There are pyramids up on Mars and all around the different planets right now. This one here, the Pyramid of Giza, is centered where the center of the earth used to be. What we call the center of the earth. Because if you deal with all the mathematical equations, geometrically, trigonomically, and all the rest of the different mathematical sciences, you will find that where it was in dealing with the polar star is only off by 1.1 degree, which means that that was at one time the center of the earth. And at that point, my beloved brothers and sisters, was not a desert. It was a Garden of Eden. There's another one that was in China where the land masses are together. There's one that's at least 2 times the size, or at least a size and a half bigger than the one in Giza over in China. They ain't gonna let you know about it. This is divided into 2 equal and opposite halves. So opposite and different are they that they might be called zodiacal day and zodiacal night. The zodiacal night began about 6,000 years ago when the zodiacal hand entered Taurus, and the backhand, or the retro hand, the real indicator of our time, entered Scorpio.
So what this nigga has done is, Phil Valentine has done is just to make way for his astrology. he had to attack the book. The same thing like Tariq Nasheed coming out attacking ADOS, Africans and Jamaicans to make spot for themselves, just like in the hip hop game. Like I was saying, to establish yourself, you will have to come out and attack the one that you think means the most at that moment, in the media or wherever. That's what I'm saying here, man. Yeah. Let's play a small part of it and then I'm gonna leave it at that. Just saying, because all these things is you can make calculation, but garbage in, garbage out. Input is output, nigga. If your starting point is false or wrong, all your calculation after that is null and void, man. Just saying.
The lower half of the clock represents the materialistic plane, and we are deeply in it. At the very crux, in fact, and the deepest and most materialistic was the Virgo Leo part of the clock. In fact, it was when we reached the material apex that we discovered the true nature of matter. We didn't discover the true nature of matter, we rediscovered the true nature of matter after Christianity destroyed all the ancient books and after the Moors were destroyed. It is at that time, during the time when it was going back into those particular, the sign of Leo, in the beginning of the sign of Leo, that the Caucasoid began to his experimentation in nuclear energy. Did I tell you something? This could only happen in an age dictated to matter. But because Western man sorely lacks the wisdom knowledge, he cannot see that material progress implies a spiritual opposite. You cannot serve two men.
Nigga, maybe they know, but they hide in it. That's what I'm saying with many things in this life. Many niggas think, if they knew it, I would have known. No, nigga. There is people out there who knows, just like I'm saying, what all these things and James Small is saying, to me is child's work, man. Where I come from. Not even child's work, is foolery. Even these things he's saying, the zodiac and all those things, it has to be applicable. Otherwise, it's foolery. Prove all things. That's what I'm saying. If it's not applicable, it's foolery. Just saying, man.
So, what he has done in his material quest is folded over spirituality into the context of materialism, just like God folded over to become man. Check. Stop me at any point, Joe. Are y'all still with me, or is everybody starting to nod? Because once the hand goes on the chin, I know I'm losing somebody. Western man believes what he believes, that is, in religion, because he is ignorant of the cosmic facts of life. Because the Bible is a product of this very same cosmological dark age, its authors, or actually its present-day interpreters, were and are also ignorant of the meanings. Religions based on biblical...
Exactly, he's saying same thing I'm saying about him. Like, his interpretation of the book might be wrong. Just like those who written this version he's speaking on. That's what I'm saying. That's why prove all things, so we can know that your starting point is the right one. That's what we're saying, nigga. Yeah, prove it.
Are not of the eternal verities, but of period, actually only period pieces. They are of and for the Aryan and Piscean cycles. Now, where have you heard that first one from? The Aryans. Oh, hello. They themselves in their own ignorance don't even understand why Hitler chose that. He chose it because he wanted to represent a race that came up with the Lamb of God that taketh away the sins of the world. The Aryan nation, dealing with the sign of Aries, the first. The war sign, the Moor sign. You understand that this is where he was dealing from. That's why Germany developed scientists of the material age so deep. That's where most of the scientists came from. That's where the United States and Russia took all of their nuclear scientists from.
You see? Many of these things I was saying in the video, he's saying it here. There's all this part I cannot dispute. I'm not going to dispute these parts. Yeah, let's hear it.
Nazis. Yeah, CIA is based upon the SS. The new gun control law is the exact same wordings that Hitler used when he enacted the gun control law in Germany and Czechoslovakia right before he took them out and started to train loads of folks towards the gas chambers, quote unquote. We are at the beginning of a new age, they say. An age some believe to be Aquarius, and even this is wrong. We need to reset the cosmic clock so that it properly aligns to the true time zone or dimensional consciousness that we are actually situated in. Cosmic consciousness to wisely use cosmic energy. This can only come from a cosmic knowledge of facts, not a biblical reference point.
But that's your opinion, man. That's what you have discovered. Not everybody is a doctor, just like here on Earth. Not everybody is a lawyer. Not everybody is a teacher. Just saying. That might be a component in what y'all been thinking. Just saying, nigga.
Which we cannot hope to achieve through the study and worship of false theologies and false cosmologies. We must learn to recognize the fraudulent nature of present-day religions and the false security these intellectuals' traps confer, so that we may learn the true nature and the true essence of what we want to interpret as God.
But that's what I'm saying. You might just be another one saying that you got the truth. That's why prove all things. Just like the book states, man.
And our overall place in the creation cycle and in the nature of things. Our Melanite ancestors were the great initiates who possessed overwhelming knowledge. And they left this knowledge in pre-religious records. Again, pre-religious records. All of this came from pre-religious records.
Exactly, like I was saying, from the native villagers and all those things, and they made their own version of it, of those stories they have collected. Nigga, that's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with those stories or God or whatever. Is the gun killing people, or is the man holding the gun killing people? That's what I'm saying. Just let's say a small part left and then
These pre-religious records were in the forms of myth and scripture, the zodiac, and on the stone temples. These were the true archives of truth, the archives of the ancient wisdom which modern man cannot read. It is the knowledge that the founding Christian and Jewish priesthood copied and then destroyed, or tried to. Because they didn't destroy this book, the genetic book, and that's the secret. That is why most of your medical technology is based upon gene technology now, because they are now going into the archives of where you have all of the written books on the Akashic records. That your genes are the ways to interface with the Akashic records. Your genes are actually the blueprints of the choice of temple that you use to process consciousness in the physical form. You choose whether or not you will come back with cancer. You choose as your life lesson whether you will come back genius or stupid. You choose all of these things. You choose your lessons, just like you go to college and choose the courses by your genetic structure and by your actions, by your thought processes and by your deeds. Do you choose your genetic configurations for the next life? They say, well, live fast, die young, make a good-looking corpse. Don't give a shit.
Oh, nigga, that's a lie, man. I won't even elaborate on that. It's a lie. Yara, you don't have nothing choosing.
No, your body was given for you to perfect consciousness. And what you do with this body is what the genetic codes will read in the next body that you choose, should you choose to come back. This is why...
Nigga, you have no choice choosing coming back or going. That's what I'm saying and what I know. You have no choice.
This is not an accident, because you already...
Your choice is to listen to your creator or not. That's your choice. Nigga.
Put this down in your genetic date book to be here. And those listening to the tape already put it into their genetic date book to turn this video on, to be in this place at that particular time, to listen to hear what I'm saying. And all you good Christians who are sitting there with your jaws tight, you are there sitting with your feet folded and you're bubbling up and you're sweating trying to say something. I'm talking to you too. because you will prophetically go back to what I'm saying 10 or 20 years from now and hope you can find this tape. When all your priests and all your rabbis and all your bishops and all your damn popes can't find one fucking solution for you.
It is 20, 30 years later. Because when this date behind him is June 17, 1998. Also, one of the, yeah, man. Oh man, I'm a leave it at that, draw your own conclusion. But where I disagree, not even disagree, but about what I know is where I interject, man. I'm gonna leave it at that. And maybe I'm gonna use another video of him or of his, or maybe Bobby Hammett next time, man. Whatever, man. Latest, man.
Let me get them dumb, beat them, beat them, beat them dumb.
Yeah, feel that. Step in the place, clean trim, skin glow, cup in my hand, but I sip slow. Shorty on the left of their waistline, shorty on the right tryna take mine. Bounce in my heel, whole floor vibrate. Eyes on me when the bass gyrate. Talk with my chest, but I move with my toes. Every little step say, watch how it goes.